Hi there, Sam from Backwater Reptiles here. What we're going to do today is we're going to show you how to set up a leopard gecko rack system. Now this is a tried and true method. We've used this to breed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of leopard geckos, different morphs, super giants, giants, it's all the same. So what we'll do is we'll show you what goes into the cage, and then we'll do a close-up and show you how we arrange it within the cage. So the way we do it here is we've got 3 cups. So the first cup, the biggest one, is for the food. So generally mealworms most of the time, but also waxworms here and there as well. Next one will be the water dish. You want to make sure you've got that. Keep it clean and a sturdy enough cup that it's not going to tip over when you've got leopard geckos crawling over it. Lastly, you're going to want to have a little dish of calcium and vitamins, and this is especially important if you're breeding females because they lap that up and it helps with their egg production. Speaking of gravid females breeding leopard geckos, you're going to want a laying bin. This doubles as a hide spot because they'll go in here, including the male, and they'll feel secure. You've got a 2-inch hole in the top. This is just shoebox size, and then a damp cocoa husk, not too deep, maybe 2/3 of the way up. And that's where they'll lay their eggs. And the way you'll know that the female laid is that it won't be horizontal anymore. The cocoa husk will be slanted up because they push the dirt onto one side. So then when you see that, you know to start digging. Okay, here's a closer look at our leopard gecko rack system setup. So you've got your food dish, your water dish, and your vitamin/calcium dish. We generally arrange them on the side like that. In a rack system, generally you're going to have heat tape on the back quarter of the setup. So don't put the feeder insects or the water over here because that'll just heat them up. Also, the laying bin, don't have that over the heat either. Have that on the front side. One thing that some breeders do, if they're lacking space on the bottom floor, they'll put the vitamin/calcium up here. One breeder that sort of spearheaded this type of setup is Ron Tremper. A lot of breeders don't give him the credit that he's due, but he's a big influence in how we set up our leopard gecko rack system. All right, here's one of the leopard geckos du jour. One thing to keep in mind with the water dish management is that they will spill it and they'll track some of the water around the bin. So an important thing that you're going to want to do is have air holes. You can see these here. We just use a simple drill, and on every side, all 4 sides of the bin, we have 15 or 20 air holes. That helps greatly with ventilation. If you don't do that, what you're going to get is on the front of your rack, when you walk by it, this is going to be droplets on the inside. It'll be very humid. It'll start to stink, and it's just a situation that you want to avoid.